Did you know that over 30% of adults report feeling that their desire to be perfect affects their daily lives and mental well-being? Today, we're diving deep into the concept of perfectionism and exploring what psychology teaches us about overcoming it. Whether you're someone who constantly feels like nothing you do is ever good enough, or you're simply curious about how perfectionism shapes your thinking, this video is for you. Perfectionism is more than just striving to do well. It can be a deep-rooted issue that holds many people back from achieving true fulfillment. In psychology, it's often described as a tendency to set unrealistically high standards for oneself, combined with a critical self-evaluation when those standards aren't met. Perfectionism, if left unchecked, can lead to stress, burnout, and even mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. So, why does perfectionism occur? Psychology teaches us that perfectionism often stems from a variety of causes. Many times, it's rooted in early childhood experiences, where individuals may have felt pressure to meet high standards from parents, teachers, or society. Children who receive praise only for flawless accomplishments might grow up internalizing the belief that anything less than perfect is a failure. Additionally, perfectionism can be tied to certain personality traits, such as a high need for control or a fear of making mistakes. Cultural factors also play a role, with many societies equating success with worth, pushing individuals to chase perfection as a means of proving their value. Understanding perfectionism isn't just about knowing where it comes from, though. It's about recognizing the toll it can take on your mental health and overall well-being. Psychologists have found that perfectionists often struggle with feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and chronic dissatisfaction. The cycle of setting impossible goals and falling short can lead to a constant sense of failure. In extreme cases, perfectionism can even cause physical symptoms like headaches, insomnia, and chronic stress. But here's the good news: perfectionism is not a life sentence. Psychology offers numerous strategies for overcoming perfectionist tendencies and finding a healthier balance. One key approach is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which helps individuals identify and challenge their perfectionistic thoughts. By recognizing that no one is perfect and that making mistakes is a natural part of growth, perfectionists can start to reframe their thinking. CBT encourages individuals to focus on progress rather than perfection, and to celebrate small victories along the way. Another important strategy is learning to practice self-compassion. Perfectionists are often their own harshest critics, but research shows that treating yourself with kindness and understanding can actually improve your performance and well-being. Self-compassion involves recognizing that everyone makes mistakes, and that these mistakes do not define your worth as a person. By being more forgiving of yourself, you can break the cycle of perfectionism and start to build healthier habits. Mindfulness is also a powerful tool in the battle against perfectionism. Studies show that practicing mindfulness can help perfectionists become more aware of their thoughts and behaviors, allowing them to catch perfectionistic tendencies before they spiral out of control. Mindfulness teaches us to be present in the moment, rather than worrying about future outcomes or past failures. This can be particularly helpful for perfectionists, who often feel overwhelmed by the pressure to achieve and avoid mistakes. It's also crucial to learn how to set realistic and achievable goals. Perfectionists tend to aim for unattainable standards, which only leads to frustration and disappointment. By setting more manageable goals, perfectionists can experience a sense of accomplishment and avoid the trap of feeling like they're never good enough. Psychology suggests breaking larger tasks into smaller, more achievable steps and celebrating progress along the way. One of the biggest challenges for perfectionists is learning to let go of the need for control. Perfectionists often feel like they must have everything planned out and under control, which can lead to anxiety when things don't go as expected. Learning to embrace uncertainty and accept that things won't always go perfectly is an important step in overcoming perfectionism. This can be done through exposure therapy, where individuals gradually face situations that are outside of their control, learning to tolerate the discomfort and recognize that imperfection is not the end of the world. Relationships can also play a significant role in overcoming perfectionism. Perfectionists often feel isolated, believing that no one else understands their struggles or shares their high standards. But talking to others about your perfectionistic tendencies can be incredibly liberating. It's important to surround yourself with supportive people who can offer encouragement and remind you that you don't have to be perfect to be valued. In fact, many perfectionists find that their relationships improve when they let go of the need to be perfect as they become more authentic and vulnerable with others. Another helpful strategy is learning to manage your time and energy more effectively. Perfectionists often spend excessive amounts of time on tasks, trying to make every detail perfect. This can lead to burnout and decreased productivity in the long run. By learning to prioritize and focus on what's truly important, perfectionists can avoid the trap of spending hours on unnecessary details. Psychology teaches us that sometimes good enough is truly good enough, and that striving for perfection in every aspect of life is not sustainable or healthy. It's also important to remember that perfectionism is a journey, not a destination. Overcoming perfectionism doesn't mean you'll never have perfectionistic thoughts again, but it does mean you'll have the tools to manage them when they arise. The goal is not to become complacent or to stop striving for excellence, but to find a balance where you can achieve your goals without sacrificing your mental and physical well-being. As you work to overcome perfectionism, it's important to celebrate your progress along the way. Every step you take toward letting go of perfectionistic tendencies is a victory, even if it's a small one. Over time, you'll find that you're able to enjoy life more fully, without the constant pressure to be perfect. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. Many people struggle with perfectionism, but with the right tools and mindset, it is possible to overcome it and live a more fulfilling life. If you're interested in diving deeper into topics like these and discovering even more about how psychology can transform your life, be sure to check out my All About Psychology ebook. It's packed with insights, tools, and strategies that can help you better understand yourself and others, offering practical solutions to everyday challenges. You can find the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from it. And as always, feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you may have. For more on psychology, mental health, and personal growth, stay tuned for future videos. See you next time.